Hello viewers, Mr. Brown here again. I'm on my CLK today. I was about to actually travel with it to Mozambique, but I was not able to because a very strange issue started. Well, welcome to today's episode where we're gonna address the issue that started on my CLK. And the other thing is we're gonna walk through my projects at the workshop. I'm gonna introduce you to a new car. Well, it's not mine. It's a surprise. So let me show you what's going on with my CLK. So here's the issue. No, it's not the check engine. The check engine, I know what it is. On the intake manifold, there's a very strange mechanism that opens and closes the flaps. So that one went off, and there is a flap that it's open, wide open and closed. One of those I haven't seen yet, I haven't checked. But the issue is this guy over here. So what happened is that I went somewhere, and then all of a sudden I have a lot of petrol when I was on between quarter tank and half tank. So the problem that I had with this car, that I have actually, because I've not sorted out yet, is that after some time driving, if it gets to quarter tank, it will cut the petrol as if nothing is there, but when there is petrol there. So I bought a new full pump. I guess I should have bought the sender unit as well, but I want to check with the fuel pump first, because they said that the sender unit actually does nothing, and what actually works, what does all the work, is the fuel pump. So I'm gonna start with that. So let's work. Let's go. So I bought the CLK in 2024. It was like a Christmas gift. It was very cheap, very cheap, and is in very good condition, very good condition. I'm gonna give you a tour around it. Like, the leather is pristine. There is something like the roof is coming off, but it's normal for its age. But everything else is pristine. So after that, I realized that the car had some issues, and those issues needed to be addressed, like multiple lights on, and after a while I had a problem with the ballast shaft. This is an M272 engine, so it's normal to have that problem. Fixed. Then there was the water problem. It's one of my reels, but I'm gonna post a very quick video about it. Now the car is drivable, no problems at all, but there is something that I always wanted to do, and it seems like now the car is asking for it: the fuel pump. I'm gonna show you what is the state of the fuel pump. I don't know who did this, but a lot of things happened to this car, and I don't know what the previous mechanic was doing. Maybe he wanted the car for himself. So there was a problem with the pulley tensioner, or the belt tensioner. There was a problem with the steering pump. There was a problem with the water pump. Actually on the tensioner they put washers in there. That was new. Understand that in one of the screws there was two washers, and the belt was always coming off. It was a problem because you will drive the car belt. I changed the belts 6 times in 1 week until I decided, no, let me take out the belt tensioner, and that's when I found the issue. But right now, let's address the issue with the full pump. Let me show you. So this car uses a saddle tank, which is a tank that it's here and here. This is where it stores the fuel, and the fuel pump is on this side, which is the driver's side in South Africa, because we are right-hand drive, so it's on the driver's side. And here there is a fuel sender unit. So to access it, you need to remove these back seats, which is something very easy when you have a tool. And then there are two more screws in here. I could leave this here with no problem, but since I need to access this side, I have to remove. Oh. These are 13. The size of this thing is 13 millimeters, so never lose. So I won't lie, I've been here before. That's why some things here are easy to access, like these bolts. So here's the sender unit, and here is the fuel pump. So I'm gonna do this. First, I'm gonna open this side. Why? Very, very simple. I need to make sure that the car runs dry on petrol. So I'm gonna release the pressure by starting the engine while this is off. Normally, what you have to do is to remove the relay, and after that try to start the car. As I said before, I've been here before, so it's easy to open these things. I don't know what happens to them, but they get off cut. So here they are, all of them out. And then what you do is you disconnect this thing, because there's pressure on this thing here. So you have to actually disconnect this plug, and then it's off. So before doing that, let me just finish this part. Oh, by the way, I was not the only one being here before. The guys that were trying to do whatever in this car, they were here before too. So what I'm gonna do now is crank the engine until this thing drains fuel. First, I'm gonna crank the engine to make sure that it doesn't start. This point we don't want the car to start. It's dead. That's good. This is the only time you don't want your car to start, because I have to relieve the pressure there. Okay, so this is the screw that you need to open. But I don't trust this car. There's always something waiting for me. Like, you'll see, I'm gonna remove this and it's gonna oh, man. You have to be very careful with this pipe, like I am trying to be. You see, there's always, you have to be careful. Even though I relieve the pressure, there's always fuel coming out. Yeah, just like that. This is what I didn't want, but it's just 1 cent of that. So let's go.
Yo, it's Mr. Brown in the garage grinding. Wrench in my hand, got the gears aligning. Mercedes dreams, but the BMW's king. E23 style, let the old school sing. I got the tools laid out. I'm ready to roll. Building my ride. That's how I sold. Mr. Brown.
There you go. There's a lot of petrol. No, abort mission. There's a lot of petrol. There's a lot of petrol. Shit. Abort mission. I can't do this with all this petrol. So yeah, after the mistake I made with opening this one here, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. So because I don't want that to happen again, I decided to go to Enderdorf and get something to help me. Let me show you what I got. I got this bad boy here to take out the fuel from the tank and put on a container. So let's do it.
20 liters later.
If I ever find the guy that did these connections, I will kill him. Time for the new fuel pump. Straight from Volkswagen. I never learned. Oh, there's something I'm forgetting here.
Yeah, he's the king of the street, dropping that knowledge while you take a seat. Cars in the shop, passion in each part. Riding with the legends, making true art. Yeah. Rust and chrome, I'm bringing it back. Rebuilding rides, never lose track. Late nights spent with the engines with every fix here, the crowd go numb. Pistons pumping, hit on zero. Life's too short to settle for poor. Mr. Brown, yeah, he's the king of the street, dropping that knowledge while you take a seat. Cars in the shop, passion in each part. Riding with the legends, making true art.
It's time for the first test. Let's see. That was the pump starting. And then, let's go. Yeah! That's how it's supposed to work. I love it. I'm not so sure about the fuel levels. If the fuel levels are not still fine, because I took out 20 liters and I still have above half a tank. So I don't know what module is this one that is working here, but whatever it is, we'll see that next time when I get the fuel sender unit. So On the first part, I said Mercedes and some other projects. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this car belongs to a customer, and as you can see, it's been not very well treated. No Ford badge, fell off, bumper. Yeah, it gets worse when you get inside. I mean, look how dirty this thing is. How do you open the doors here? I mean, look at that. And there. And I mean, only this door is the one that is complete. But look at the other ones. And look how dirty it is. I mean, how can you drive in such horrible? This is horrible. I mean, look at it. Oh. Okay, at least let's see if it starts. Oh. Well, it started now. But the noise is way too much. And to open the bonnet, you must use something like this. Let me close this thing. It's bad. It vibrates everywhere. Oi! And this is what I have to deal with. Very dirty and unpleasant engine. I mean, look at this. This is oil coming out from whatever it's coming out from. So, like, there's oil all over. So, I don't know where to start. How? But I guess I know where to start from. So this is what we will have to deal with for the next hours. I mean, one day, two, and yeah. For example, you see this? If not well closed, you can have an air leak, and I believe that it's not well closed, so we need to change this. We need to check if this guy is still fine, because last time it was giving error there. This car was not starting for starters, and no, it's here. It has oil everywhere, and I don't know how to put this, but it's just bad. That's all I can say. There's the BMW, the white one, and here is the other one. So I post projects right now. The workshop must make some money, and we need money to keep the all projects going. I wish I could start a GoFundMe, but nah. This is what I have to deal with. This is dirty. There's no other way to put it. Let's see if it at least has oil. Huh? This thing doesn't have oil. I mean, leaking like that, I would be amazed if it had. Let's go. So I took out the spark plugs, and coils. And look, this is gross. They have oil everywhere. If you can see there is a lot going on here. Okay, let's keep digging. I guess people should go to jail just for being mechanics. I mean, how can you do this to someone else's car? Just pay attention to this. This should be a rubber seal all over here. The rubber seal that is here was in pieces. As you can see, this is one of the pieces. And to make matters worse, he didn't even care about putting another rubber seal here and another rubber seal here. Imagine. So now I understand why we have so much oil all over this thing. It's leaking all over. And the customer says that they changed the timing chain, and look at this. I mean, what's going on here? I don't know, but I don't know what you guys have to tell me. Like, is this normal? If it is, please let me know, so before I do some dumb shit here. Because, come on, this is too much. This is too much. Some people should go to jail just to be mechanics. This is messing up someone else's car. I mean, it's easier to pull on someone's yard because you're gonna clean it afterwards. This is worth thousands and thousands of rands. I mean, look at this. Oh, I don't understand. Like, I'm having a hard time to understand what's going on here. It's just too much. Then I found out that one of the steering boots down there is gone. I hope it didn't affect anything else. So let's keep working. That's what we do. That's what we aim. I don't know about you guys, but is this normal? Like, it should have these things here all the way. Oh no, because the other one doesn't have. You wanna taste the wine. You wanna feel some real love. It seems like here. Don't wanna be left behind. Did you know you can drink love? Guess it's touching too much. Guess we're gonna have to go back. But you never drink enough. Yeah. Did you know you can drink love and you cannot drink enough? Nah, 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 nah. The sky is cracking up. We can do anything. We can never stop. We can do anything. This one is not a bad sign.
So you wanna burn again?
Almost.
Remember a fire. Ooh,
Yes, bad man.
wanna speak in tongues again. Remember the fire. Na, 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 na.
This is the spark plugs.
The sky is cracking up.
Woo! Look at this. It even has some kind of whatever here. My dear mechanic friends, or yeah, whatever you are, please, when you it doesn't get better. It's a swamp there. Super wet. That's what he said. Let's normalize torquing the spark plugs, not just tight until you don't have strength. These things break, huh? They do. They do, actually, yeah. So, this one is worse. And look at it. This one was not even tightened as the other ones were. Let's see what this one gives to us. At least, please give us something better. Something, oh no. It's bad. Oh. Bad. So let me put them here so you can understand what I'm talking about. Would you look at that? These are spark plugs. These ones were burning fuel, but at some point I believe they were burning oil as well. So as you can see, the only one that it's actually better than the other ones is this one, but the other ones are all wet. They're all wet. This thing was supposed to be dry. And mind you that in life there are some things that were supposed to be wet and they're totally dry. Now it's not time to go to the pharmacy. Oh, okay. Let's see what comes out next here. You know, when I signed up for this job, I was not expecting. I'm lying. I was actually. I was. It will never get worse than this. Like even the fan belt is meshed up. This is totally nice. You see, it's all floppy. Do you guys think that I should take this engine all out, or just keep working with it as is here? Well, I would like to make this good as new, so I think I'm gonna take this engine out. I really think, like, I want these heads to be clean, and I'm gonna take to the engineers for machining. And yeah, I think like looking at this engine and compare this engine to the one over there. The one has it's way better than this one. This was mistreated. At this timing chain, I don't think it's new.